Hello everyone, it's Mindy and welcome to my channel. Welcome to another Wednesday WIP and Chat. So let's get to it, okay? I've got quite a few things to talk about, some things to share with you. So let's get to it, all right? Let me pick out a color first of all. So I am working on, let me see if I can find my sticker here. This is my entry. Well, not my entry because I'm not entering. That's what I'm working on for the Chuck Along 10, and it's a beauty, right? It is Swan Pond. Now, Swan Pond, this is an older painting. I've had it for a while. It kit up like a dream. I could not have been any happier with the kitting up of this. There was no static. It was beautiful. When you look at it with the light pad on, I see a bit of gapping in these drills, but I think when you turn off the light pad, it's not going to be noticeable. So we're just going to torture ourselves right here. We're going to start out with an AB. Why not? It is the next color I'm kind of working on here. So let's just do it as we talk about a whole bunch of things. Okay, so first of all, let's talk about the Chuck Along. That would be a good place to start. Right? You'll have to excuse this cough. It just doesn't want to stop. I just have like this terrible scratchy cough still. I don't understand it, but it won't want to go away. Okay. Anyhow, it is Chuck Along 10. 10 times we have done a Chuck Along. That is amazing. Okay. I believe I said this somewhere else. I believe it is the longest running event that I know of for diamond painting anywhere. That's quite an accomplishment. Okay. So I'm pretty proud of that. Pretty proud of that. We get new people every year. Well, since we do it twice a year, we get new people joining us each time we do it. And, you know, not everybody does it every year. Some people have done it once or twice, and that's it. But the love of Chuck Pinson diamond paintings lives on. Let me tell you what. So thank you for that. In the announcement video, there may have been just one small thing that wasn't perfectly clear, and that is for people who have a painting that's already started. Make sure that it is not more than halfway, please. Before you choose that one. And as far as entries go, for week 1, if your painting is already started, you are just posting a picture of where you're at. Show us where you're at. No progress for you for that week, okay? Because you've already got progress on your painting. So there is a little advantage to having a new start. You do have the opportunity to get a few more points, but anyhow. So I just wanted to clarify that for paintings already started, week 1, just post your picture where you're at. Just show us what you have done, okay? Everybody else with a new start will post their start, their blank canvas, and then can come back at the end of the week and post a progress photo. All right. So that is how that works. It's just a little different if you have already started your painting. And I know that's a lot of people want to finish this time. They have one that started. They weren't able to finish it last time. And this is kind of like the little gusto they needed, the little push, the little encouragement to go ahead and finish one that they already had started. So perfect for you. Okay. All right. Posts will be weekly, 1st through the 7th, and then the next one will come up. So make sure you are posting your photos in the designated post. All right. It always worries me. I don't mind that people do it. Don't get me wrong. I don't mind that you do it. They post their photo just in the group and say, here's my start photo, or here's what I'm working on. Remember, it must be in the designated post for the week. So I always get a little nervous when I see those. Like, I hope they remember. They can post it here and show everybody, but I hope they remember to go and put it in the weekly post. That's the only place that Maritza goes to look to find all of the entries, is in that weekly post. And it's always clearly called week 1, week 2, week 3. It's always posted to the top in the group, so it's easy to find. You can always go to the featured tab and you can find the posts there. Okay, so that is how that works. I did misspeak when I talked about the date that Chuck will be on. I said it was the 6th. It's not. It will be the 7th. Okay, it will be the 7th. That's the Saturday. I had my date wrong. That's what I get for not looking at a calendar. I need to look at calendars, but I never have a calendar like right in front of me when I start talking about these things. I should know better. Anyhow, the 7th, Chuck will be on. And he asked me about, any of the new paintings that have come out that we might want him to talk about. Well, there was only a couple I could think of that we haven't, that have come out recently that he may not have talked about. But I did find some other things that I know have been in the vote, and I sent him those as suggestions as well. They're already puzzles, so I'm just like, come on, Diamond Art Club. This new artwork has already been made into puzzles. Come on. Let's get us some new Chuck Pinson diamond paintings, right? Let's do it. Come on. What's the hold up? Let's go. Anyhow, they'll be here eventually, I'm certain. I know I've seen a few in the votes. So anyhow, prizes. Okay. I have 3 diamond paintings graciously donated from my friend Karen. I have those in my possession. They were the Hobby Lobby. I've talked about which ones they were before, and I'm not gonna list them all here. I don't have them written down and in front of me right now. But Lisa Brown very generously is sending me a painting to give away. She's going to get that out to me in the mail today, so I will have that one in my possession. So thank you very much, ladies, for the paintings. Thank you very much. Diamond Art Club will be sponsoring. They will give us 4 $50 gift cards. All right, so there's that. Carissa's Crafty Corner is donating 3 $10 gift cards to her shop. Get you some 3D printed objects, storage, pen holders, things like that. Brenda and her daughter, Brittany, from Bees Gems Crafted, $35 to go shop at their shop. That's pretty awesome. They have some cool cover minders. They have bracelets. They're all made with different stones and gems. Very cool. So thank you so much for that. And Tammy Burling. I'm going to attach a little video in here to show you what Tammy made and is donating. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I mean, I'll call it the bathroom set. It's so pretty, but just take a peek at it. Okay, you'll see it. You'll see it in here. It's gorgeous. So thank you so much, Tammy, for that. That's beautiful. I think I got everything. Was that it? I don't have my paper in front of me. I'm probably going to forget something. I think Maritza's going to make and donate something. I think. Maybe. We shall see. Let me check my list real quick. Seems like there was one more thing that I'm forgetting, but... Oh, yep, there is. Here it is. It is a $50 gift card to Leopard Leatherworks to go towards a pen of your choice at Leopard Leatherworks. Thank you so much for that. I knew there was one more. I knew there was one more item. All right. So thank you so much to all of the sponsors. It's amazing what you guys do and how you support. So please just check out these people. these wonderful sponsors, these companies. Even if you're not buying something, you know, like you can go to their shop, you can look at things, you can, you know, like something that helps people get noticed. Yeah, just, you know, be out there and be supportive of all of the people who are so supportive of us. We really appreciate it. All right. I think that's it for Chuck Along News. Of course, we will give away all of the prizes at the end. Maritza and I usually get together and we go live. Oh, somebody asked about international. Okay, international, you can clearly win the gift cards. Okay. Anything that we need to ship, I'm afraid to say, is not possible. We do try to see if we have some international winners that they do get a gift card so that they can participate and they can get a prize. Shipping things is just out of our realm of possibility. Shipping is so expensive internationally. I recently shipped a small package to Canada and it's pricey. So I'm sorry that is the way that works, but you know, it is the way that it is. So anyhow, definitely you're eligible for the gift cards. Okay. And I guess I would have to check with like Carissa and Brenda to see if they ship international. I know Diamond Art Club is not a problem. And that's usually what we do is try to save maybe the Diamond Art Club gift certificates for people if there are international winners. Okay. All right. Let's see. Where are we at here? I see an M, a J. I must have missed the one J and the one K. There's only one J and one K. I clearly missed those. So let's catch up with the M. M. I am in green, yellow, brown land. That's what I'm in. Not super exciting colors here, but it's what they are. Green, yellow, and oh, where were you supposed to go? What was I just working on? I have a drill in oh, it's right there. That AB right there. I'm like, I have a drill on my pen. Where do you go? You didn't stay put where you were supposed to. So, let me, as I'm thanking people, let's go to thank yous. I have a thank you. I have a huge thank you to a wonderful supporter. I can't tell you how much I appreciate some of the things that she's done. Anyhow, thank you, Dee, for a coffee donation. And it was basically just, here's a thank you for all you do, for running events, and know that we appreciate you. And I'm like, that is so sweet. So donated through my coffee program or buy me a Diet Pepsi program. It's Ko-fi. So thank you very much for that. And the direction was to just buy myself whatever I wanted. Well, Dee, I will say over the weekend, over Labor Day weekend, Spin Cycle, a lot of people will not understand what Spin Cycle is. It's a yarn company and they make a very interesting, unique yarn that I wanted to try. They were having a Labor Day sale. Da-da-da! So I jumped on the bandwagon and I got myself a couple of hanks of Spin Cycle yarn. I've wanted to try it for a long time. I have some coming now. Thank you very much, Dee. All right. Just wanted to put that out there as a thank you. And it's definitely out there for anyone. I'm not trying to, ask for money, but if you're feeling inclined to say thank you, that's one way you can say thank you. Every once in a while, I get a thank you on a video. Did you know that's a thing? It's fairly new. You can do a thanks on a video. If there was a video that was like very informative or very entertaining, you really got something out of it, and you want to just send a little thank you, it's just a little monetary, like $1 or $2 kind of thing to just say thank you. And you do it right on the video. It's right underneath the videos, and it's just called a thank you. And it's pretty cool. I've seen a couple creators lately that are talking about the thank yous and shouting out people who send thank yous to them on their videos. So it's just a little option out there. Talking about monetary things, let's just get it all out there. Get it all out there. Memberships. Memberships is a huge support of my channel. So anyone who pays either $1.99 or $4.99 a month for some extra perks, thank you very much. It is a huge part of my YouTube portfolio. We'll just call it my YouTube portfolio. I appreciate it so much. And with that being said, I have done a few extras here very recently, like this week. A couple of videos, some pictures, some special things for members. And coming up shortly will be the monthly membership giveaway. I've got to go through memberships and I've got to check everybody off and see who's there and who's not there and update my lists, and then I can do the giveaway. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Those are monetary ways to help support a creator, and we appreciate it greatly. The other way that you can support your favorite creators is just to watch their videos. Watch their videos, like their videos. Likes do a whole lot to get the attention of the YouTube algorithms and put videos out there for people as recommendations. So liking a video, sharing a video does the same thing. So thank you so much for doing those things as well. Those are completely free and no money necessary to do those things, but they are greatly appreciated and very helpful. All right. Okay. On to our next item on the list. Our next item. I have something on my paper that says 7th. Oh, I recovered that. The 7th was the correct date for Chuck coming on the live. Okay, I covered that. Yay, covered that part. All right. Let's talk about Mingle and the Mitten retreat real quick. We were just about full, had our list ready to roll, and we've had a few people that have needed to drop out for various reasons. So Mingle and the Mitten retreat is still open for registration. I can put the link to registration below in this video if you are interested. I'm not certain as I sit here exactly how many spots we have available, but it's, I don't know, 3 or 4 or something like that. So if you are interested, please check that out. It's going to be lovely. It's going to be at a beautiful location. We're going to have a good time. I'm now starting to work on like sponsors and donations and things like that. I'll do that most of the next, how many months is it? Let's see. How many months is it? We got September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April. I got about 8 months probably to work on donations. So that's what I'll be doing over the next few months. And of course, swag and all the fun things that we like to do when we plan our retreat. So I thought I'd put that out there. If it's not you that's interested, or if you know of a friend who's talked about it, please share the info with them. We would like to fill our roster. I mean, we know that, I've done this multiple times now, planning retreats, and there's multiple changes throughout the months leading up. You can have a full roster and turn around and lose 8 or 10 people. So it's never really set in stone until, like a month before the actual event. And at that point, it's kind of like, this is who's coming. This is it. This is the final list. So it changes. It's like a revolving door kind of thing. Somebody has to drop out. Somebody can come in. Okay. So at this point, since I do not really have a wait list, I just throw it out to you guys every chance I get, wherever I can talk about it, because I don't have just a list to go to say, hey, you're next. Well, guess what? You you all could be next. Any one of you could be next. So there's that. All right. What else? Anything else business-wise? Business-wise. I have been doing some interesting videos lately on different types of things, right? Not all diamond painting. And if you're only here for diamond painting stuff, watch the diamond painting videos. Or, you could just set the, uh, other videos on play and just let them play for a while. Oh, I had to throw it out there. Sorry. Anyhow, I've been having fun. I mean, I've just been having a good time. And that's what's important. I feel that is majorly important, that I'm having a good time. I mean, I want you to have a good time. I want you to enjoy what I'm creating. But if I'm not having a good time doing stuff, then we got a real issue. I need to be having a good time, right? So watch what you like. Watch what you'd like to. And I hope that, maybe you'll try some of the other things. They might be interesting. You just never know. You got to give them a try. Okay. With that being said, I have a good one coming here real soon. It'll be up this week at some point. And that is my Smashing the Specials completions. I have been kind of quiet about them. I haven't shown a lot of what I've been working on or what I've been finishing, but there's a whole video, you guys, and it shows everything I worked on, everything I completed in the month of August for Smashing the Specials. So that one's interesting. You probably don't want to miss that one. Check that one out. It's coming soon. Coming soon to a favorite YouTube creator's channel. All right. So there's that. Okay. Now, life. What's been happening with life? Well, Dale's gone again, which he called me and he said, I'm going to be a little longer than I thought. I knew he was helping his friend with this quad situation. He bought a quad, doesn't like the quad, couldn't have the quad. Now they want to return the quad, all this kind of stuff. So Dale's been helping him with all that, delivering it, picking it up, taking it here, taking it there, all this kind of stuff. So he's off doing that again today, helping him try to take this quad back, which I don't know how that went. He didn't tell me that on the phone. What he did tell me, though, was that the store next to the quad guy, I'll just call him the quad guy. I don't know the name of the company or anything. The store next to him was having to move all of their stuff, or they went out of business, or I don't know, something like that. But they were clearing out their space. And they had a whole bunch of metal stuff, like metal shelving and racking and all kinds of stuff. Well, they're going to need somebody to haul it away. And as you know, Dale loves to find himself some metal to take to the scrapyard, right? So he's going to kind of hang around. Apparently, it wasn't going to be released and available until like 2 o'clock. So Dale's hanging around. They're probably going to get lunch, and I don't know if he's bringing him back here at some point because his friend's truck is here. I don't know. Maybe he's held hostage now. I don't know. But he's going to do some scrap metaling stuff. He's got the trailer. Apparently he doesn't have the quad. Apparently they got rid of the quad because he's got his trailer to load up with scrap metal. And he said he'll be back at some point. He even said to me, he said, so have fun today doing all your YouTube stuff and you can have a lot of time to do YouTube. I was like, okay, all right. We go back and forth about that YouTube. I mean, he understands I make money doing it. I try to do it when he's not here a lot of the times. It's one of those things. And I think because it occupies some of my time, and it is job-like. Okay, it's job-like. And he doesn't have a job anymore, although he kind of does, because, we've talked about all of the people who call him up and are like, hey, Dale, could you? Hey, Dale, could you? And, he's become the hey, Dale kind of guy, Now, does he get paid? Somewhat, somehow. Some people pay him a little bit. One guy gave him lottery tickets one day. He did get money like for gas for delivering this quad. He gets lunches. He gets breakfasts. He gets sometimes a barter kind of thing, But it's keeping him busy. It is keeping him busy. Sometimes too busy. Like yesterday. Oh my gosh, yesterday. Yesterday he decided his job yesterday on a Labor Day, right, was to go weed out the vegetable garden. That was his main goal. So he got out there like 11 o'clock in the morning and started weeding. And he was out there most of the day. He got it done. It looks great. He even rototilled. But I was out there with him as he's picking up his weeds and grass, and his phone rang. And he didn't even look at his phone. His phone rang and he said, "Not today. Whatever it is, whoever you are, not today." Because, yesterday was his day. He had things he wanted to get accomplished and didn't want to be interrupted by anybody else that needed anything, right? I get it. I totally get it. As it turned out, nobody really needed anything. It was his friend who's here from Tennessee, just wanted to come visit. He's like, oh, okay, that's cool. Yeah. So, yeah, it's a whole different, I don't know, it's a whole different arrangement these days. Things that we have to settle into. The 3 years that I was retired while he was working, I had it going. I knew what I was doing. I had my days figured out. I had it all planned out. And he never saw the time that I put into YouTube. He wasn't here, right? So now that he's home a lot and he sees that I'm on my phone, or I'm doing this, or I'm recording, or I'm, that it takes a lot of time. And I don't know. I think he just kind of feels like, dang, you're always doing that. You're always doing it, always doing it. Well, I'm not always doing it, but, it does take time. It does take quite a bit of time, especially things like the vlogs. I'll just find something I think is cool and I just record a little bit. And, that can be 5 or 10 minutes here or there, or 3 minutes, or 60 seconds, But it's just a whole different, we've got to settle into things. We've got to get a routine. We've got to get, I don't mind that you take off and go do things. Like, do I care that you're gone today most of the day? Do I care that you were gone, on Friday, Saturday? I don't know. One of those days, anyhow, he had something to do. Oh, it was to pick up the quad. That's what it was. First of all, he was going to Menards. He had some things to return to Menards. And then he was taking this quad, or going to pick up the quad, which was going to take, that was probably going to take a few hours, right? But he had this plan. He was going to be done by a certain time, because then he was doing something for somebody else at a specific time. So he needed to be finished. So do I mind that he goes and does that stuff? No, I'm happy that he does. It's giving him something to do. It's getting him out of the house. It's giving him purpose. It's giving him a job to do, because, retiring, it's, life changing and altering, and you have to find a groove. You have to find some things that you enjoy doing that fill your time. And he's still in the process of doing that, learning how to do that. I've done it. I'm there. I got my plans, and he doesn't quite yet. So it's all an adjustment period. And I don't know how long the adjustment period will last, but we're still adjusting. And again, I try to be available, when he wants something or needs something, or not be YouTubing all the time, But sometimes, I'm not YouTubing, I'm not doing my YouTube stuff, I'm just watching YouTube, because I like to do that too. Just like he likes to watch his TikToks for hours at a time. He watches YouTube as well. Our evenings often are I'm in here diamond painting. I'm watching videos with my headphones on. He's on the computer watching his stuff, which is funny because he'll start talking to me about something he just watched, thinking that I may have heard it, and I don't hear it. I have my headphones on, so I don't know what it was that he was listening to. I didn't hear it. So I'll take my headphones off, I'll pause my video, and I'll be like, what? What? So, that's what life is about, right? And that is what relationships are about. Give and take, and getting in a swing, getting in a groove, and understandings and all that stuff. So, yeah, that's where we're at with that. I don't know why I'm talking about that. I don't even know why that came up, but there it is. There it is. Oh, because I was talking about how Dale was gone today. That's why. Because, then he actually did say, now you can get a bunch of YouTube stuff done. And I'm like, yes, I can. Yes. That's why I enjoy Tuesdays as a general rule. He did not go get tacos today because, first of all, it's the Tuesday after a holiday for his friend at work. And he knows what that means. That means they're slammed, totally slammed with deliveries the day after a holiday. So he wasn't going to be available anyhow. And then Dale had already made plans to help his friend out with this quad business. But it's just like, ooh, if I only knew, if I only had like one whole day, I could do all of my filming in one whole day. You know what I mean? I could get so much done. So, what do we got going on here? We got kitties raising a ruckus. What are they into? If they're on the counter, they're in big trouble. Let's see what they're doing. What are we doing, kitties? Oh, they might have just went cruising downstairs. Let's see. Yeah, that's what they did. They just went flying down the stairs. They're fine. They're playing with their toys and beating each other up. They're not really. They're just playing. They are the most playful things. Playful, playful, playful. All right, I need another color. What color is the star? Star is over here. Okay. Yeah, I had to get an extra little container here. I have some extra large Tic Tacs in one of these guys. And hey, I needed it. I'm using them. So I got the case and then I got that. All right. What was I saying? I don't even know. I don't even know what I was saying. What was I going to talk about? Going to talk about something. Now I completely forgot. Well, let's talk about the kitties real quick. The kitties are getting to that age. Kitties are going to need to be spayed and neutered. Okay. So I started doing some calling around. Started with our vet that we normally use. And, I got the response that, well, first of all, we would need to just see them for a wellness exam and make sure they're up to date on all of their vaccinations. I'm like, okay, sure, that makes sense. So I asked about pricing for that, and that they could tell me the price. Okay, cool. Then after that, then we can make an appointment for the spay and the neuters. Okay. All right. I said, can you give me an idea, an average about how much those would cost? And the answer was no. I'm like, no, like you can't give me an idea, ballpark figure, an estimate? And she goes, no, unfortunately, no, I can't do that. I'm like, oh, okay. And my thought at that point was, well, that's a bunch of baloney, right? I want to be able to plan a little bit, to know how much all of this is going to cost. But no, I'm like, okay, all right, I'll thank you. I'll maybe call you back, So our Humane Society runs a spay and neuter clinic. I've called them twice now. And both times I've called them, they're like, we are currently not open. And just know that we're getting a lot of calls, a lot of emails. So please be patient. We'll get back with you as soon as we can. When you're in the list, you're in the order. I'm like, okay. Then she goes on to say, and this is all just a recording, goes on to say that you can make an appointment online at the website. I'm like, okay, all right. And just know that appointments can take 2 to 4 months. I'm like, oh, okay, 2 to 4 months. Now, I have not gone to the website to even look it up to see if they have pricing, see if I haven't done any of that. So I went and called the vet I used previously. That's where we took Smokey when Smokey had his injured leg when we first got him. So I called there. So again, same thing, they require, I thought there was another star there. No, I'm wrong. There was not. There's one up there. Require them to have an exam first, be up to date on their shots. I'm like, okay, that's fine. I get that. She gave me all the prices for that. And then I said, okay, then what about spays and neuters? And she goes, well, what I can do, she says, is I'll have somebody just work up an estimate for you. And then I can have them email it to you. And I'm like, perfect. Thank you. I'm like, that would be wonderful. Did you want to set up an appointment now? And I said, and then she even said, or did you want to wait? And I said, no, let's wait until we get the estimate. And she goes, okay, no problem. I'll have somebody work on it and email it to you today. Okay, that's all I asked. That's all I wanted. I just want an estimate. And I get that it's an estimate. I get that. I know things can happen. Something might happen during the surgery. They need to add some supplies, or Kitty's out longer, needs more anesthesia. I mean, I get that. But there has to be some sort of a range to start with, right? I mean, there has to be a base. I don't know. I was just frustrated with the whole thing. So I'm hoping that, they'll get me an estimate. It won't be terrible. I know it's going to cost a lot. I mean, it's 3 kitties, for goodness sakes. The other thing with the Humane Society spay and neuter, my sister even asked me, she said, so were they rescued? And I said, of course they were rescued. Yeah. She says, well, you might be able to get in under the rescued cat program. She says, but they might want to tip their ear. And I'm like, I don't want that. No, I don't want them to tip their ear. They're such pretty kitties. I don't want to, I feel that that's maiming them in a way. You know what I mean? I don't want them, no, I don't want that to happen. So that's why I thought, well, let me call my previous vet that I used to use, and maybe I'll go back to them. I don't know. This is twice now that they have been more helpful than the vet that I was using, unfortunately, but fortunately, but unfortunately. So we'll see what happens. We do know that needs to be done fairly soon. Our guesstimate is that the kittens are about 4 months old, and they're going to need to get that taken care of here pretty quick, so yeah. Anyhow, we'll see how that goes. I went outside the other day. They were out on the porch. They were just hanging out on the porch, on the deck, just having a good time, when Dale was out at the garden weeding. And so I headed out across the backyard to go out to the garden to go see what he was up to, you know, and I was going to go work in my flower garden, doing the same thing, weeding. So as I took off to walk across the yard, kitties followed me. And I was like, oh, kittens followed me. Well, they followed me and they got out into the woodsy area out back where the chickens and the ducks like to go. And then they were playing in there in all the bushes and the trees and the, you know, it's a cool place back there, you know, fun, right? Well, they wanted to stay and I didn't want them there. I didn't want them there. Dale was like, Mindy, they're cats. They're out playing. They're going to be fine. And I'm like, but weird things happen out in these woods. You know that. You know that. Weird things happen out in these woods. I don't want them out here. Well, I did get them out of the woods. It took a while. I had to just leave them for a while. And I tried treats at first, thinking that would work. They ignored me. They were having too much fun. They did finally come in. I got Mr. Sunny first. He came up because he'd been out there playing long enough. He was hungry. He's our food motivated kitten. He wanted food. So I got him, put him in the basement, gave him some treats. Like, here, thank you. We're in. Thank you for coming in. See, coming in is good. You get treats, okay? But man, I heard him meow, meow. He's a loud meower. He was just meow, meow, meow for a long time. So then I went back out. I got Smokey next. Smokey was pretty easy. He came in. He's like, oh, my brother went in. Okay, I'll go in. Okay. Picked him up, brought him in. Then there was Miss Misty. Miss Misty. I didn't know where she was at first. One of the cats alerted me to where she was when they were looking up into the tree. I have video of that. That'll show up, I don't know, somewhere. Farm video or somewhere. Yeah, she was up in the mulberry tree. How come I cannot find the F? Because it's purple. And I was not looking for something purple. I don't know what I was looking for. I was looking for gray. That what deceived my eyes. That just, you know, I was looking for a different color. She was way up in that tree, you guys. She was way up there. The video does not show her up anywhere near as high as she was. She was up much higher than that. And she came down. She came down when I had the treats and I decided to give some treats to the chicken. She came down. But then she turned right around and it was like one leap onto the trunk, boom, boom, and she was back up in the tree again. I was like, oh, Lord, this cat is never coming down. She did eventually, but I got them back in. Today, I don't think they've been out there. They've been outside, but they've been out just on the porch, on the deck, and they haven't gone out further. So I'm good with that. I'm good with that. They've been out front. They play out front. They play in the front yard. They play in my flower bed. You know, yeah, I'm good with all that. I don't want them out there in those woods. Now, when we had Sparkles, did Sparkle go out there? I don't know. Okay, I got that drill on my pen again. Oh, goodness, get off. I got a fresh glue dot, and it is like super sticky. You don't go there, you go down there. Super sticky, and I won't let go of my drills. Okay. Rub that on my pants for a minute. Yeah. So they're something. They're a handful for sure. Definitely entertaining. Entertainment. I need to get them something they can climb indoors. You know what I mean? Like a cat tower. Has anybody ever tried one of these? What are they called? Catasaurus, I think. And they're like a donut, like a round donut thing. And the cats can sleep on the top, or they can go all the way around like the inner part of it, like an inner tube. Has anybody had experience with those? They look like they're like a really heavy felt, so they can scratch on them, don't make a mess, like with the cardboard scratcher type things. They're durable. Let me know if you've had any experience because I am a half a step away from ordering one of those. They're a little expensive, but if it would entertain the kitties and keep them happy, I would get it. I would get them one because, man, I'm surprised there aren't 3 kittens in here right now because I swear the second I'm sitting down doing something, they're all right there. They want to come in here in the office. They want to jump in my lap, which, as you know, is an ouch when they grab you with their claws to jump in your lap. It's like, ow, painful. I opened up the dog food treats one day. Oh, to give the dogs a treat. And I had 2 kittens right there. Boom. Like they heard the bag. Sunny is the worst. Sunny, I had the dog food treats or the dog treats on top of the dog kennel. And they're in a bag and they Ziploc and they close and all that. That boy got up there, got those treats down, knocked them down, knocked them down off the kennel, onto the floor, the bag opened, dog treats everywhere. I had 3 dogs and 1 cat eating dog treats as fast as they could before I got them picked up. I was like, oh, goodness gracious. Oh, somebody just jumped down from somewhere. I heard it clunk, clunk. What you been doing? Let's see. Who do I see? I don't know. Mr. Sunny is on the steps down here. Was it you? I don't know. I don't know. He's looking all innocent, but he's like halfway down the stairs. I don't know. I don't see anything disturbed, so. All right. Probably been prowling on the counter while I've been in here. That's probably what's been happening. But yeah, he got the treats off, knocked them down, bag open, treats everywhere. I'm picking them up as fast as I can. Now I've had to move them. They're on the counter over by the refrigerator, and Lord help me, that he doesn't figure that out. Because, like, we'll be eating, and he's standing right there, like, in your face, like, hey, I know you got food. What do you got? He is like something else. The food motivation, he's all over the food. My goodness. So, gotta really watch him. And be on your toes with him, that's for sure. Anybody else have an orange cat that way? I hear the orange cats are kind of notorious for just being the troublemakers, the one that's into everything. Any orange cat lovers out there? Any orange cat owners out there? Can you relate? Is it true? I think it's true. Anyhow. All right. Well, coming up this week, like I said, look for the Smashing the Specials. I know I've got a farm video coming your way. What else we got? I don't know. I got other stuff. I had a Temu haul. I've got a Temu haul. I do. Yes, I do. It's going to be a while before I get to my next Yarny video because it seems like, I don't know, the monthly things that I do with yarn are running real behind. That being Wonderland and Expression Fiber Arts. I was actually in her live today and I said, any clue for the Kale coming up soon? And she was like, well, it depends on what you consider soon. But yes, it's coming. I'm like, oh, okay. So I have a feeling it's going to be a while before I can even order that yarn. And I mean, honestly, at this point, I've just got a few little things to show. But anyhow, we'll see. And I haven't heard anything about Wonderland yet. So there's that. Say you. Anyhow, you know me. There's always something on the horizon. Something's coming. I still toy around with the idea of just slowing down on everything and not trying to do a video every day. But I mean, I have done this for so long. It's just kind of like habit. And at this point, I mean, I still have enough stuff, enough content to do a video a day. But, you know, I toy with, do I change that? Do I change what I show? Do I do different videos, better videos, take more time with them, slow down? I don't know. It's all a crapshoot, I'm telling you. But it is what it is. All right, I'm gonna let you go now, and I'm gonna finish up this little bitty section right here, and then I'm gonna edit and upload this video and have it ready for tomorrow. And I hope you guys have a good week. It's been beautiful here. The weather's just been absolutely gorgeous. I need to get out to the flower garden and do some more weeding. I'm not done. I've made good progress, but there's still a bunch that needs to be done. So I need to get back out there again. Maybe this evening when it gets cooler. Right now the sun would be shining right on me directly, and I'm like, no, it's too hot. Anyhow, I hope you have a good week, and I hope to hear from you soon, everybody. Have a great week. Bye.